Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. This is Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest exclusive breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between. I'm your host, James J. Joining me tonight, Scooter Dust.
Oh God! Oh God! And I'm gonna break. I'm breaking kayfabe tonight. Triple H just drew up Michael Cole with the Sharpie.
It
It's an unusual. It's not just an unusual week for wrestling. It's an unusual past couple of weeks for the entire country.
I was just gonna say it is not a great day for wrestling. Um, Yesterday, it was announced that America is in a state of emergency due to the coronavirus. Uh, Normally we don't talk about uh world events. This is a wrestling podcast, of course. But when it affects our wrestling, we kind of have to talk about it, right?
Yeah, considering the fact that SmackDown they're either wrestling in front of no crowd or they're wrestling in front of a crowd full of John Cena clones. Why? Because we can't see them.
That was a good one. I
Thank you.
mean,
I'm
I
sitting on it.
I would have loved
Oh,
if they would like have like the soundtrack of the crowd just screaming. You know what I mean? The
yeah,
crowd
but
noise.
the thing is that they were cutting promos too. They were talking like directly to Michael Cole and Triple H. Um, yeah, there were so many things planned. We were supposed to learn that uh, Paige was coming back to challenge Bailey. Uh, the announcement, what was supposed to be a big announcement, turns into a 2-minute blurb with Mojo Rawley revealing that Rob Gronkowski has basically signed with the WWE. Uh, Also, I have to mention the fact that they stopped during the opening match, which was a tag match between Bailey and Sasha Banks against Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. They stopped wrestling during the commercial break. Somebody got footage of it, posted it on Instagram, and then during the last match, which just ended, Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro, they actually made them keep wrestling during the commercial break.
You know that's kind of funny because when I was like a kid, I always kind of assumed that when it went to commercial break, they would stop wrestling, and when they kind of came back from break, they would just go into like a rest hall.
Uh,
So,
I mean, Triple H did assure us that they have plenty of toilet paper.
oh well, that's good. Are you stocked up, Scooter?
I've got enough, but I mean, I'd be hard pressed to find it anywhere now, considering these vultures. Considering that we may be on full country quarantine soon.
Well, if you're running low, give me a call. I got a toilet paper hookup.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. I was gonna go out and hunt some owls, like save a tree, wipe your ass with an owl. Uh, next week they've announced a Roman Reigns Goldberg contract signing. Now, the fact that WrestleMania is basically the last major sports event left to be canceled.
Well, let's talk about it. Obviously, SmackDown was supposed to be in Detroit. Raw was supposed to be in Pittsburgh. Those shows canceled. AEW canceled their show in I can't remember what it was, but they're doing an empty
Kentucky.
arena in on Wednesday as well. Um, you know, the possibility of WrestleMania being canceled is very, very real right now, right?
Yes, and considering that their their top draw has a compromised immune system,
Who was that?
Roman Reigns,
Oh crap! Really?
from leukemia.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It damages the immune system. Now his and first of all, Jeff Hardy has returned to the ring, and God dang it, Jeff has got friggin' toilet paper hanging out of the back of his pocket.
That's just mocking us, right?
No, wait, no, it's a bandana. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Um, but we we could be witnessing the, the potential slow death of Roman Reigns. It's absolutely ridiculous.
But didn't
Um,
that start in like 2015 though?
leukemia. What his battle with leukemia?
No, I meant his career.
Uh, no, I mean I'm talking about, of course, physical death. Like,
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, the city of Tampa is essentially what they've done is they're passing the buck to Vince on canceling WrestleMania because most of Tampa's government officials know how much money the event will bring into the city, and they don't. It's essentially it's a game of chicken right now. They're waiting to see who balks first. Um, and
Let me
they
ask you this, Scooter.
yeah,
Do you actually think Vince McMahon, the words will come out of his mouth, cancel WrestleMania? Because I honestly don't think those words will.
it might not be his choice anymore if he waits too long.
Right.
Uh, because they as explained by Ryan Satin, they need they need to get approval to to get the authority to bring in individuals from uh, the World Health Organization to come to Tampa to create a protocol of testing to determine if it's safe to put on a an event of that size during a pandemic.
Right. I mean, those shows, they it just announced that they canceled E3, which is in June, Coachella, which is in August. These events are a little bit ways down the line at this point. Things could get better by then, but people are kind of assuming that it's not.
I mean, a vaccine is not going to be developed in the next 2 3 months. It takes at least 18 months to develop any vaccine. For anything, and I mean, look at the people who look at some of the famous people who have caught it already. Tom Hanks, Tony Hawk, Bill Gates,
Yeah, that's a that's a
and
substantial list.
it's like at this point you can't be sure if people are overreacting. Um,
Maybe to a degree, right?
I would say slightly. But then again, there's the part of me that thinks this is the next step in the evolutionary ladder, and this is the planet's response to overpopulation. But
Okay, that was super deep. Wasn't
yeah,
expecting that.
I mean, it's. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Contagion.
I don't believe I have.
Steven Soderbergh directed, Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law, about a an epidemic that springs up practically overnight.
Hmm.
Um, I do want to say though, I find it very coincidental that this didn't really start spreading until around when Shayna Baszler took a bite out of Becky Lynch's neck.
Ooh. Are, are you saying that Shayna Baszler caused all of this, caused this pandemic?
I mean, if Becky Lynch was a carrier, and and again, we're going way off the deep end here, but this is not a new virus. This is not something new. It's been around for a while. This is just the 19th version of it.
Yeah. So it's evolved. It's evolution, right?
Yes, it's evolution. Um,
Let
but
me
yeah, the
ask you this. Without the WWE Performance Center, we would not be getting WWE events live right now, correct?
most likely we would be getting highlight shows. In fact, we got it. They showed the tag team elimination chamber match.
Oh wow.
Uh, yeah,
So,
and
you know, obviously, WWE has the Performance Center that's fully equipped to run production every week for quite a while, as long as this lasts. Um, It'll be interesting to see what AEW does, because they can't really afford to stop doing TV at this point, right?
no, they can't. But I mean, what AEW needs to do is they got to work out something with an independent organization that's got their own arena and just do their shows from there.
Dare I say a Universal Studios?
No, but if if the WWE really like wanted to take advantage of this, they and show like the ultimate sign of respect, but still being the ultimate slap in the face, they'd offer up the performance center to AEW.
Wow, that that is a ultimate slap to the face thing, sign of respect. And
And now John Cena's about to give an interview with Michael Cole to end the show. But be weird
that
if they did something with the Fiend here. But
um that being, if WWE would do that, which I highly doubt they would ever do that, would AEW even accept that offer?
probably out of pride, they would not.
Right. Um, we've talked about WWE, AEW, how that affects how the coronavirus affected their business. It would be remiss not to talk about New Japan.
Yep.
They had around 16 events in March that they were supposed to do. They canceled all of them. Um, how big of a blow is this to New Japan to have to cancel a full month, possibly more, um, even more
Well,
shows going forward?
honestly, I think New Japan can recover better than the WWE can. Uh, Considering that canceling WrestleMania means all the promotions that had shows planned around it would be canceled too.
Right.
It this might actually kill independent wrestling overnight.
It's that bad, really.
It is it is that bad, and again, we you don't know if it's the hysteria of of people, if this is just people being panicky. You know, oh my god! Now the closed caption people on SmackDown have stopped because now they're just running test. And by the way, uh, if this whole the quarantine situation and people being online and schools being forced to go online, if it benefits anybody, it benefits people like me who work in the closed captioning industry because those courses have to be captioned.
So,
And I mean, we have a lot of wrestling content uh, that gets captioned too, and
so you're going to be swimming in a boatload of cash because of this, right?
well, boatload of quarters.
Quarters, dollars, same
I
thing.
mean, it it's just oh man, and I chose not to do the remix tonight because one, out of solidarity for the fellow members of the UNB network, but also because I don't think I could call a show in an empty arena with a straight face. Hell, Triple H couldn't even do it.
Well, he doesn't do commentary that much either. Um, just going back to New Japan, them canceling all their shows, would it
Yes.
be would have been beneficial for them to have like a facility where they could do empty arena matches like WWE is doing right now?
See, the thing is that New Japan has a this is probably the one negative aspect of New Japan is their pride, their honor, if you will, that doing an empty arena show they would likely perceive as insulting. Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bray Wyatt. Oh my God. It's Bray Wyatt. It's Bray Wyatt. Um, but yeah, they would, given the the nature and behavior of Japanese people, they believe in honor. They they don't want to be insulting to their fans, and one would probably assume that doing an empty arena show would be an insult uh, to their fans.
That's
Like
actually a really good point.
there's it's not that they don't see a point in doing an empty arena show. It's that they don't. It's that they won't do it in front of a crowd, in front of no crowd, just to do it.
Right, like WWE is doing right now.
I mean, also, as far as I know, New Japan doesn't have any like serious television obligations.
They just signed a new TV deal um for a satellite company, so they was getting it.
Um, yeah, but I mean, but with all the restrictions, everything's gonna be loosened, and all the all the contractual obligations are gonna be lifted for the time being. And again, New Japan is probably in the best place to recover from this because they 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 aren't a sports entertainment company.
Right.
They're a pro wrestling company, and I mean, even though they go absolutely insane with health scares over there, um, you know, I mean, and I'm not hearing a lot from Japan, about about the coronavirus. Uh, so it's New Japan will always be there.
Right.
New Japan will always be there. They aren't so media dependent, and they are in the best position to recover. So any shows they cancel, they can they can do they can reschedule
Right.
because it's not like they're in the middle of storylines that they just drop and and, and then pick up as if they are they have to start over from scratch.
I mean,
That
they've
yeah
had rivalries pick up right after, like, somebody got injured or something. It's not that big of a deal, right?
yeah yeah. It's more about the actual athleticism and performance of the match, not the story.
Right.
Uh, So when New Japan resumes on their live shows, they may take a hit in in attendance a little bit, but then again, I've seen New Japan shows where most of the crowd is wearing face masks,
Right. That was very recently.
and you know, and you'll be hard pressed not to see any New Japan show where at least one person in the crowd isn't wearing a face mask.
Right.
So
They're gonna
again,
do all right.
yeah, New Japan is they're gonna be all right. Yeah,
All right. Um, we obviously a lot's going on in the world right now. We appreciate everybody listening on YouTube and Castbox right now on spending your Saturday afternoon slash evening with us. We hope to maybe get your mind off this crap for an hour. That's what we strive for. And one other piece of news that I'd like to talk about, and you mentioned it a little earlier, Kronk, Gronk, or whatever the hell his name, Rob Gronkowski signed with WWE.
Rob Gronkowski has now. What was said was that nothing is officially signed, but
Bullshit.
but Gronkowski is expected to be on uh, on SmackDown next week. Uh, to just to not probably not to sign a contract, but to probably start sowing the seeds, probably for a match with Mojo Rawley.
And what do you see this signing? Big signing, little signing,
I
unimportant signing? I
I
mean, he's
see it
not Ronda Rousey, right?
I see it as majorly screwing up my Masked Singer fantasy picks because I picked him to be the White Tiger, costing me money. Uh, I mean, for all we know, I mean, he still could very well be the Tiger on the Masked Singer, as everybody believes it to be. But uh, Gronk, I'm not sure if it's a couple years too late.
Why would you
Uh,
say it's too late?
Considering his involvement at WrestleMania 33.
Um, I don't. Honestly, I disagree with that. They've had rivalries go uh, a lot
Uh,
further from that.
and yeah, I mean, you could technically talk about Ronda Rousey and being with WrestleMania 31 and going to 34. It's just something. It's something that just gets my nerves a little bit. Is that you know pr- pro athletes that are supposed to be at the end of their careers going for a fresh start in the WWE they they as if it's as if they haven't done enough or they have the need to be in the spotlight so much. I mean, Gronk. I mean, Gronk is a football superstar. He is. He's a potential Hall of Famer.
And I was going to ask you about that. I'm not very football oriented, so I know guys like Peyton Manning, Ted Tebow, Tom Brady. Um, do you get does Gronk uh, level up to those guys, or is he under those guys? Or
Well, I mean, Gronk wasn't a quarterback like Tebow and Brady. Um,
again, I'm not football savvy here.
but again, football players they don't usually have very long careers. The ones that do
Right.
are the exceptions to the rule. Brett Favre, who should have retired way before he did and not end his career sullying the reputation of one of my teams, um,
Would that be the Giants,
the Jets.
the Jets? Uh,
I,
one of my
I, I'm more I'm more of a Giants person, but if when it comes down to it, if the Jets are still there and the Giants aren't, I'll root for the Jets. Um,
I've always been more of a Big South fan myself.
uh, but when when you consider the the most successful careers of former football players to transition into pro wrestling, there's really only one name that comes to mind,
Goldberg?
and that's no nobody remembers Goldberg for his playing.
Not true.
I mean, how many people can remember any of Goldberg's stats in pro wrestling? I'm talking about Steve McMichael.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
But who
uh,
really remembers Steve McMichael's
or,
wrestling career?
I mean, I remember his one reign as champion. I remember Pepe, his little Chihuahua. The fact that he vicariously was responsible for one of Steve Austin's marriages.
Hey,
And we are
Ah,
being joined by Mitch Mayhem.
hey, what's up, fellas?
Do you have
oh, good.
toilet paper, Mitch?
Do I have what now? Oh, toilet paper. Funny enough, I've got like three big things of them, so I'm good.
Well, good for you.
And I didn't do that recently. I've had them for a while.
Are you
They're
a
going to be.
doomsday prepper, Mitch?
What? What's up?
Are you a doomsday prepper?
No, I stay at home a lot, so I'm like, fuck. I don't want to go out to the store again. I'm just gonna get as much as I can while I'm here. Fuck. I'm always like that, regardless. So.
Okay, we're talking about Rob Gronkowski signing with WWE. What are your thoughts on that?
Mojo Rawley's buddy. It's I've known that. I figured that was coming for the last few years. So he put pen to paper now. So it's not a
Well,
shocker though.
but now that pen is to paper, what do you think what do you think that impact's going to be? Do you think he's going to make a
Well,
splash in WWE?
I would think that Vince, whenever he buys athlete from another sport, he tries to make a project out of them, and Tyson Fury, except for Cain Velasquez. So far, I think he's going to come back though. I just don't see Vince putting that money on him without pushing him. But yeah, I see him pushing Gronk before he's ready, and I wouldn't be surprised if the fans turn on him in the beginning.
I mean, if Gronk even gets the chance to have a push at all,
Coronavirus, right?
considering that we've gone from WrestleMania to WrestleMania.
Yeah, more like Summer Mania at this point.
Maybe Fall Mania at this point.
I don't know, man, dude. Everything's getting. There's a 30-day ban, and like, dude, 30 days. It's gonna be longer than 30 days for everything.
A,
Shutting down.
a 30-day ban on European travel.
European travel, UK's coming soon.
No, the UK.
Not now. It's not, but it's coming.
But no, they're not going to close down travel to the UK, and I'll tell you why. A friend of mine from the UK actually explained this to me. The reason why
Well,
they're not going to
I
shut
know
down
why. Money,
travel to
money,
the
money.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. They're
What?
using the United Kingdom as a way of getting people to those European countries that they can't travel directly to.
Okay, yeah. They're basically like our brothers, like kind of like Canada, and yeah. So,
No, they're basically a HUD.
right.
If you're going home to a country in
They're
Europe,
the English speaking hub. Yeah.
you got to go through the United Kingdom first.
Yeah, I know. Well, technically, you could go to Spain, but who goes through there?
No, travel to Spain is
Or
also
Spain and Portugal.
Spain and Portugal denied. Can't travel there.
Well, no, I was being facetious, but I know now you can't travel there. But
Alright, and that will conclude this segment, and we're gonna start the next segment. We'll talk a little later about the Wednesday Night Wars, but right now we are wrestling with the Elimination Chamber. That was last Sunday. Um, what was your thoughts on the show, Scooter?
It was good right up until the main event.
mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. What about you, Mitch?
Sorry, repeat what you were saying. My dog had my attention. I'm so sorry.
The Elimination
My
Show.
ADHD.
Elimination Chamber pay per view. Your thoughts on the show overall?
I did not watch it.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah.
So, Scooter, could you maybe elaborate a little bit what you meant when you said the show was good until the last match?
I mean, everything on it was a solid show. Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak was better than it had almost any right to be.
But I mean, you have two of maybe the best pure athletes in WWE today in
And,
one match.
now we're starting to see a bigger face push for Drew Gulak. Now after what happened on
About
SmackDown,
fucking time.
wrestling in front of 200 John Cena clones.
And you know what? I'm glad for that because Drew is like one of those unsung heroes that really hasn't got his due until this point, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The tag team chamber match, probably the best tag team chamber match yet. With all the spots that they were doing and friggin' Lindsay Dorado climbing to the top of the chamber and Shooting Star pressing his way down.
Real quick, the Lucha House Party was a last-minute replacement for the Revival. You know that, right?
Actually,
But
did not know that.
Yeah.
They were announced for the match though.
But before, that was a Revival spot, and then when they realized we need to stop putting them on TV because we might accidentally get them over, sit them home, and don't pay them anymore, then they needed a replacement. And then that's when they made the switch, and they switched up the advertisements.
And,
if they're on the ladder advertisement, yeah.
Honestly, they probably should have taken a risk here, gone with Alistair and AJ in the main event.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you on that. But okay. I don't understand it. I don't understand where they're going with AJ and Alistair right now. You're making AJ look weak as fuck. For anyone if there is anyone who doesn't know who AJ Styles is out there, like, you're not giving him and then if he loses at Mania, what is this all about? I think this is they should have built him better coming into this. But go ahead.
I want to ask you something. Do you think, James?
This is my opinion.
Hold on, I'm asking James. I'm going to get his opinion now. Do you think AJ Styles will really be effective if he loses?
I didn't say. Oh my god. Okay. Oh well. And I didn't say be effective. I said for a wrestler his caliber, they are like basically just like not putting any effort into his story, not doing anything, like just go in there, do them. He goes through the motions, and then usually, he's been losing more than he usually does. And with the Alistair, you need to go into the Undertaker match in a strong pay-per-view win against Alistair, or not a strong one to have a dust up, and then out of nowhere he gets the pin.
Did you see the promo?
Yeah,
Styles delivered to the Undertaker.
Yeah, I saw it afterward. Yeah,
calling out Michelle McCool. He made it personal.
He went through the fourth wall. Yeah.
And so, James? Do you think AJ Styles looks particularly weak right now?
Honestly, no. I think
for AJ Styles going in against the match of his life against the Undertaker, it should be built betterly. Didn't say he looks weak particularly. He just doesn't look like the usual AJ Styles.
Let me finish, Mitch.
No, that's all I'm saying. I'm done.
AJ. Honestly, I think that this was Aleister Black's coming out party. It was a great match that obviously.
Okay, RuPaul coming out party. I know what you mean, but
yeah. But it got him over beating one of the biggest players in WWE today. I don't even if AJ Styles loses at Mania, which I kind of see it's coming.
Exactly, and that's the problem. The being able to see it coming a mile away, that's the problem.
Let me finish. There's a point.
I'm just saying. Okay. I know. I was just putting that in.
It doesn't make him look weak because he's AJ Styles. Like a week after that, he could win the WWE Championship, and I don't think anybody would bat an eye. Because again, he's one of their
Oh,
biggest stars.
and I've reiterated twice already. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to make him look weak. For AJ Styles, what I'm saying is for AJ Styles, I would have had him just go into the match with The Undertaker on better footing. Just me personally.
That's fine. It's your opinion.
I'm trying to get it through. Get Scott to understand where I'm coming from.
But you're acting
Or Scooter.
as if the match is happening tomorrow. You're not.
Okay, no, hold on. And if stuff comes together in between this time and now, I'll fucking gladly admit it and say thank God, dude. But I'm just telling you, as of now, there's so much to be desired, man. I wish that they redid a good majority of this feud.
They could announce AJ Styles Undertaker. They could have announced AJ Styles Undertaker at Super Showdown, and people still would have been interested.
Well, yeah, but it's more for because everyone sees it coming that AJ doesn't have a chance in hell, and so that's the problem. There's no more suspense in like what if anymore.
Okay,
You see it a mile away.
What if AJ wanted to lose?
Well, of course he does. I would want to lose. It's a respect thing to lose the Undertaker because you're not really losing. But I'm just saying, me personally, I would have him come in stronger like the second coming of Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels wouldn't have lost Aleister Black and the pay-per-view running up.
He might have.
I don't think he would have.
Shawn Michaels was doing jobs for everybody in the
After a certain point, thank you, in his later career. You said it, thank you.
Let me ask you this, guys.
Later on, after he got all this money and wins in, buddy. You know better. Come on now.
After WrestleMania 25, he
yeah, that's about right. That before 20 or before 14 and below, he was acting like a fucking little kid still, getting all the money and notoriety that he could. And then when he came back, he had his adult brain attached to his head. So.
Okay, so
it was a different Shawn. It was a different person.
Let me ask you this. Obviously AJ Styles, Undertaker, it's happening, maybe not right this second, but
I hope I'm wrong, dude. You know what I hope for? Well, hold on, I got Scooter teased something when I said this during the Elimination Chamber show. He said something that piqued my interest that made me think, like, wish it happened. And that is that, because I was saying stuff and then goes, well, what if the ultimate plan is actually Undertaker and Aleister Black? And I was like, oh, that actually sounds interesting.
That sounds like a SummerSlam.
But not if you have Black turn and go fucking evil as fuck on the Undertaker.
Well,
I see some money in that. Dude, Aleister Black could be the next like big opponent of the Undertaker's, dude.
So
he's got that evil, way to him. Yeah, anyway.
As the match stands now, the Undertaker of today versus AJ Styles of today. Is the match gonna be good, or do you think?
Oh fuck yeah! No, AJ will get. AJ will do all the spot monkey shit, and Undertaker will stay on his feet as much as possible. They'll make it work.
Now, let me ask you this. If this match happened 10 years ago, would this be a 15-star match in the Tokyo Dome?
I wish there was more, like... more to where you didn't know what was coming. That way, because I can't wait. I want to see them just go at it and not think about anything that's happened before. I just want to see the match. I don't want to think of what might happen. I just want to fucking watch it.
All right.
So it's straightforward.
Okay. So if you just want to watch it, why does the bill?
That's for me. That's hardcore people like me, dude, who are fucking like 20 plus years in wrestling.
Hello? All right, let's get on to another match. Sami Zayn won the Intercontinental Championship. He should have kept his shirt on, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's something just very generic about this victory.
That's it. It's like if Mr. Fuji got in for the pin in the 1980s and got the fucking title after like one of his teams took out the other tag teamers.
Are we looking at a modern day David Arquette situation?
Yeah, it seems like that, right? Except David Arquette had a little bit of talent. No, I'm joking.
Hey, David Arquette is going to the ring. He's competing nowadays. He's showing why he was WCW champion, right?
He's also showing why people wanted to stab him so much in the Scream movies.
He was the retard. Sorry.
Oh.
Don't worry, we're dispatching a batch of
Dewey.
Corona.
My name's Officer Dewey.
You're thinking of Scary Movie.
No, I know that was the joke of that. But what was his name? Yeah, I am thinking of that. But it was kind of like that. He was kind of like shy and reserved. He kind of acted.
He wasn't an idiot. He was
not an idiot. Shy and reserved, like dorky, like quiet.
Shy
and reserved, like very tepid.
So he was a piano prodigy too.
No, he was very like hi, and he didn't fucking get close to a lot of girls and shit. That's what it seemed like to me.
What are we talking about here?
It doesn't matter. Let's move
on. Then we have the main event. Shayna Baszler defeated every single person in the chamber match. She's going on to WrestleMania to fight Becky Lynch. No surprise here, right, Scooter?
Shayna Baszler is that if this was what the hell is that?
What?
Is that whose microphone is that?
What? My dog's going nuts right now. What? He's going.
All right.
You might hear that.
If wrestling was school, Shayna Baszler would be at the forehead of the class.
Yeah, we know she got a Neanderthal forehead.
Like a frozen caveman wrestler.
You're really on Shayna Baszler, right?
She scares me.
Well, isn't that the point?
Not when you scare somebody just by your face.
Do you have nightmares of waking up in the middle of the night, having Shayna Baszler with a strap on and reaming you in the ass or something?
Put it this way: if I had to take Shayna Baszler or a burn victim out on 2 dates, I date the burn victim twice.
Kane, you hear that? You're in, buddy.
Just going over the match. Did Shayna Baszler get over as a heel in this match? Kind of like what Vince wanted, or did she fall below par?
Vince wanted her to walk blindly into traffic and look the other way.
Oh my God.
Like I said, it's a billionaire's toy chest of humans. Like they are his toys.
Calm down. Don't get hot.
No, I'm not. I'm calm. That's how I'm talking. Sorry.
That's the first sign of Corona.
Well, at least he has toilet paper.
I'm always like that. What are you talking about? When I get into things, my voice just goes fucking skyrocket.
So this would be what, like the 150th time you've gone through puberty?
Fuck you. You know what I mean. My voice is I don't need a microphone. Like when I get into things, I'm very audible. DJ,
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Huh? What?
Exactly.
Could you speak up, please?
Go in the other room and talk, and if we hear you, we'll say okay, okay?
Oh,
let's not say we did.
I heard him the other day from the other room.
Yeah. I don't need you guys to verify. I know. Trust me.
Yeah, Korea could hear him pass away.
That's one of my things I've never had a problem with, is getting people to hear me.
All right.
Getting people to smell you either.
Oh, fuck off. I smell just fine.
I'm talking about your farts, man.
Look who's talking, stinky ass, Mr. fucking hypocrite.
Well, I mean, when you have your face buried in it so much, I mean,
What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Fuck you. I will whoop your ass.
All right, and that concludes our coverage of Elimination Chamber. We have around 10 more minutes, so let's review the Wednesday Night Wars real quick.
I have to say, this concludes our coverage of the world. Thank you. It's been a good one. We'll see.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's a little, dude. My mom works at a freaking store. She's like, dude, everyone's acting like it's a legit Armageddon. Everyone's going nuts. Like her store has almost everything sold out of it. It's fucking crazy. People are overreacting, bro.
Uh,
I love the Armageddon pig previews.
No, but it's like no. Oh, there was 3 women fighting. Like she said, she saw like a big fucking fight over toilet paper, dude.
you didn't hear this from me, but rumor has it that there could be a countrywide quarantine.
Oh fuck.
All right,
Well, it kind of already is right now.
But they're recommending people get, I think, 4 weeks worth of supplies.
Dude, are they gonna have proper testing to where they can properly test people to try to prevent the fucking spread?
I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't
God.
let's
fucking inept motherfuckers in power. This is what happens if a crisis occurs.
Let's get back to talking about wrestling. We are wrestling with the Wednesday Night Wars. Did you watch the Wednesday Night Wars this week, Mitch?
I caught bits of it, but not the whole show. I did snippets, like little snippets here and there of results.
Could you tell us what you thought about NXT this week?
Didn't see any of NXT. I saw AEW.
All right, Scooter, what did you think of NXT this week?
So I should have defined that in the first place. Sorry.
I mean, considering the fact that this was the week that they were going to do a show from the Performance Center for NXT. It was an interesting show. Not the best. I mean, we're seeing the new push of
real quick. I thought like this might be something that breaks a little bit of the monotony, like the new feel to it being in an empty arena. Like, was it different? Was there?
No. The NXT at the Performance Center was not empty.
Oh, it wasn't empty.
No. They were planning this for a while.
Oh, so it wasn't an empty arena thing. Oh.
No, only SmackDown was.
I thought it was going to be like, how Halftime Heat was back in 1999 where no one was in the arena. It was an empty arena match.
No, that's what SmackDown was for the entire show tonight.
That's what I'm saying, tonight. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it wasn't that way on Wednesday.
Okay, I meant tonight. Sorry.
No, tonight, yes. Tonight it was completely empty.
Okay, you're right.
And they stopped wrestling during the commercials.
But that's what I'm trying to get at. What was the feel of that? I didn't get to watch it yet. You did. So, like, was there any, like, was there, like, an aspect to it that you liked?
I mean, if you were here at the beginning of the show, you would have found out.
Well, shit, dude. Well, fuck. What? So just because I missed what you guys talked about, it doesn't mean I have a right to talk about it?
Well, we're running on time.
Whatever.
We have 9 minutes.
Your time.
Could you please finish your thought, Scooter?
I mean, it was all about building for the ladder qualifying match over Tampa Bay or Tampa May. I don't know if we're calling it that now. More of the Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley build up, and quite frankly, that's going to get more build up than the NXT title match at this point. Yeah, again, pushing the Ciampa Gargano feud. Like the Ciampa Gargano segment, I will say, and this is very hard to do. Definitely on the list of the top 5 encounters between the two, and that brings up a very interesting question: how does Ciampa and Gargano at this point reach a satisfying conclusion for anyone?
That's going to be hard.
If anybody could come up with it, I suppose it's those guys. They could do another Moxley Mausoleum match, I suppose.
I see what you're saying, though. Either way they do it, they're going to have a sector of people on each side bitching about it.
Right. And AEW this week, Mitch, what were your thoughts on it?
Oh, like I'm seeing the new flavor coming, like the Death Triangle team. I like that.
Really?
Yeah, I like them. Real quick, I think I was right about what do you call it? Brody Lee now I think, is going to be the Exalted One, Dark Order leader for next week. That's what I think. It's what I think. I don't know.
Well, it ain't gonna happen. So,
well, who do you think it is?
No, I'm saying the show.
Oh, the show's not gonna happen. Well, they'll find no. They're gonna do it in Jacksonville. They rescheduled it to Jacksonville. They're gonna have a show. It's just not gonna.
Right from Tony Khan's backyard. Tony Khan.
it's from like one of the adjacent stadiums for, like, arena, or like 5,000 seat arenas right next to the Jaguar Stadium. So something they own.
How many John Cena clones?
Daly's Plaza. The thing they did in this last summer.
How many John Cena clones will be in attendance?
Well, Khan's got the money.
All of them, because you can't see them.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. I saw it.
So continue your thought, Mitch, about the show.
No, I finished it. It was just altogether, like I said, there's new things coming in that I like. The ones I explained. The Joey Janelle finally got some time, but he got stomped. I like Lance Archer with Jake Roberts. I like that.
I think that's going to be an interesting pairing, right?
I like it. I was wondering who he was talking about last week, and now it makes sense.
I mean, don't worry, because pretty soon, coming to AEW, Jimmy Rave, managed by Scooter Dust.
God,
oh,
no.
God.
And
it will be the feud of the summer: Hoyt versus Archer versus Brave.
Yeah, he's not Hoyt anymore.
and when they write the book, the death of AEW, that's the pinpoint of when it started going down.
I wanted to kill AEW from the inside.
This is like a decade over, maybe over a decade long journey for Lance Archer, from when he was in the WWE and got fired, and then went into a hiatus, then New Japan, then here. So quite a ride for him. And
what was your thoughts, Scooter?
I honestly thought they should have put somebody else as Paige's partner.
Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with you on that one. Yeah, Dustin's getting overused in the wrong ways. He's almost freaking 50.
He's 50. You can do that.
I'm 50. And Sammy Guevara is getting they're putting the shine on him. That's why they put him on Jericho. He's getting a lot better than I initially thought he was. You can tell he's under the learning tree.
Can you please continue, Scooter?
Oh,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
Oh no,
there wasn't really. I mean, there wasn't really that much. They're trying to, build up to
Do,
the blood and guts.
yeah, are they gonna add a sixth person to that with or not? I keep calling him Ambrose with
Moxley.
it's Moxley joining that side, and then
That's where they're
who would
heading.
join there?
The fact that they have,
Would it be maybe Lance Archer joins the Inner Circle side,
you know,
or MJF? MJF.
the fact that AEW has the two wives of WWE superstars starting to feud.
Yeah, right. And wait a second, isn't Big Swole Ariel Monroe?
She's Cedric Alexander's wife.
No, but Ariel Monroe, right? I knew her as Ariel Monroe back in the day. Or when she was a fucking very famous wrestler in the 2010s.
MCW, that area.
Yeah, that's Ariel Monroe, dude.
Yeah, but they went back and forth with digs at their husbands. Might have been the well, no, because this happened after all. And Alexander had a squash match with Riddick Moss on Raw, so the dig at Alexander came you know I mean came at that. I mean the segment itself was great. Uh I mean Britt Baker has got her sea legs.
Real quick, I really like what they're doing with the Hangman and Matt Jackson slowly like being torn apart from each other. It's very slow build. I like it.
It seems like maybe the last 4 weeks of AEW and NXT kind of stagnant at that point. Kind of not really going anywhere.
I like AEW. I think every week AEW is progressing.
Do
I
you?
personally do.
Well, that was actually my well, I was going to ask you. Do you think that they're starting to go maybe in the right direction with
AEW,
storylines,
in my opinion, in
wrestling?
my sorry,
No,
in
no.
my opinion, AEW is not. Oh, I mean, okay, they've been. Yeah, they had hiccups in the beginning, but for the most part, they've been on the right path. They're at a greater height right now of what they're able to do. Talk about getting their sea legs as a company. They're starting to get their sea legs. Dude, like I said, all of the 4 or 5 people that are leaving WWE right now, Matt Hardy, Brody Lee, Revival's on their way. Uh, you know, so it's
And
sky's the limit.
this is a question I would really like to ask you, Mitch. Do you think it's wise picking up all this WWE talent when they kind of wanted to be away from WWE and not kind of compared to them?
It's a like a case by case situation. Depends on the talent. It really does. It like a Jake Roberts. Jake fits them. Like I don't know how old we're talking, but it
No,
all
I
depends on
mean
who it is.
like current WWE talent, like Sean Spears, Brody Lee, the Revival, like as you said.
Wait, I'm sorry. Rephrase that question
You know,
because they've
uh, uh,
already left WWE. Yeah.
what I'm saying is, do you think it's wise that they pick up current WWE talent, like a Sean Spears?
Honestly, like I said, I don't think it has to do with that. They're getting them because they don't do that. They don't get them just because they're from WWE like TNA used to. That was a horrible strategy. I think they get them because they know the wrestlers and they've had experiences with them in the past, and they wanted them to be working with them from the get go. That's my opinion.
AEW might have the opportunity here, considering that it was literally just announced that Full Sail University has been officially shut down.
Oh snap! Yep. And WrestleMania, dude, it's just a matter of time before WrestleMania. For sure, WrestleMania is being canceled.
Yeah, well, they're pissed. Like I said,
Are they gonna do like another kind of show? Some
no,
like
they passed. Their Tampa is passing as of right now. I know for a fact that Vince is in Tampa right now.
yeah, I know he's in talks with the I know that
But the fact is that
last day or so
Tampa's government,
they're shutting shit down. Yeah.
no, they're passing the buck to Vince. They don't.
Oh yeah, I already knew that. Like I said, they've got a week to. Basically, they said we don't want to cut the legs out underneath you, so you have a week to figure something out. But if they don't take any steps towards anything within their company within a week, I think they will pull it.
I mean,
So
again, considering the fact that they're putting Roman Reigns in great danger.
they're putting every freaking talent on the roster in danger.
But Roman Reigns has the most compromised immune system.
True. Anyone who has a compromised immune system shouldn't be. Yeah.
All right, Scooter. Same question to you. Do you think AEW NXT is going in the right direction?
God, I know they're going in a direction. I don't know if it's the right one.
Was that important that they're going
with
in
all
a
of the
direction?
talent that's
Like
with all the talent that's coming in right now? Come on, man.
like AEW,
Give it a month.
AEW right now, they're staying the course.
Yeah, because they're the future wrestling. Like, give it a year or two, and then they'll start competing. And right now, they're still a baby company.
I don't have a year or two to give them.
Yeah, well, you can't just rush a company into existence to beat the WWE. That's just not going to happen.
Same way you can't rush a build to an AJ Styles match.
Oh, go fuck yourself from the asshole.
I don't think we're going to beat that. That will conclude our coverage of the Wednesday Night Wars this week. Next week, it's going to be an interesting show. I think we might be covering Raw and SmackDown from the PC Center.
Yeah, Raw has Performance Center.
Yeah.
Live from hazmat suits.
Live from WWE 2K20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't get much toxicer than that, right?
Yeah. More on
toxicer's not a word. Much more toxic, I mean.
I'm glad you pointed that out, man.
Shut up.
Continuous coverage of WrestleMania being canceled and wrestling in general being canceled because of the coronavirus.
If wrestling gets canceled, I promise you will all get to listen to me play a trumpet out of my ass.
No. Ew. No homo. Sorry. Don't want to hear that.
No, I can actually play a trumpet with my butt.
Okay, well, I'm not into that sort of thing. Anything with dudes' buttholes, I'm cool, dude.
Dude, why do you assume there's some sexual gratification out of it?
Didn't say that. Anything to do with some object. Let me talk. Anything to do with some inanimate object touching another dude's butthole, I'm out. I'm cool.
Well, when you get prostate cancer.
Besides that, dummy, outside of the occupants of a doctor, okay?
If you like the show, please like, subscribe, comment on YouTube and Castbox. If you want to join the conversation, take us to task on what we've talked about. Can agree with us, disagree with us. You could talk to us on Twitter. You can find me at JamesJ993. Where can they find Mitch Mayhem?
At Mitch Mayhem X on Twitter.
And where can they find Scooter Dust?
If it still exists, they can find me at Scooter Dust. And if there's no sports, I mean, you can find me at UNBS, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, we may have to, learn to write letters again.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
sucks for the illiterate people.
Sucks for the people with no hands.
Helen Keller would be fucked nowadays.
And that being said, next week we hopefully Kaliko will come back if he's not already dead. For
Why do you joke like that?
it's a joke.
I'm fucking with you.
It's not the first co-host I've lost.
Shut up. I think you're referring to, but no.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Yeah, really.
I'm not talking about that. The first
Are you talking
co-host,
about?
the first
What are you
co-host
talking
before Kaliko and Mitch, he died. I'm not
about?
saying.
I know, that's what we were saying.
That's what we were saying. That's dark. It took a dark turn.
For Mitch Mayhem, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with. Entertainment.
I got nothing.